All right, you guys. Hello. My name is Coach Eliza. Welcome to the group. If you guys are new, I run a program called Revamp Beauties. And yeah, I'm excited that you guys are here. So say hello in the comments when you watch this, and go ahead and say replay if you're watching the replay. So today I am going to be going over what you need to feel in order to lose weight. So what do you need to feel? Because everything we do is based on how we feel, if you guys can agree. Or same thing goes for the opposite. Everything that you don't do, maybe you're skipping your workouts, maybe you haven't worked out for a whole year. Everything we don't do is also based on the way you feel and what you're thinking about in the situation, okay? And sometimes when it comes to losing weight and trying to lose body fat and try to, shape our body, get more cut and stuff like that, there's a lot of negative emotions that come along with the ride, okay? And some of these negative emotions tend to make us quit a lot of the time. And they tend to make us feel like maybe we're discouraged, maybe things aren't going fast enough, maybe it just feels really hard, and you get maybe like self-doubt, like I can't do this, I don't think I can. Maybe you've never been able to do it in your whole entire life, and you're just like, I've always been this way, there's no way I can do this now. So we have a lot of negative emotions that come up when we're on like a health journey or fitness journey or anything like that. But one thing I want to point out is sometimes it's okay to have those negative emotions. Okay, sometimes negative emotion means that we're on the right path, okay? Because maybe we're just feeling really uncomfortable. Maybe it's the first time we're really serious about our weight loss journey and we're going for the workouts, we're trying to eat healthier, and we're getting out of our comfort zone, which actually can be scary. And a lot of negative emotions can be along for the ride, because maybe this is like so new to you. Maybe you've never been this serious about it. But sometimes when we think very negatively about it, it can make us quit. But also sometimes we need to realize if you're so negative about your journey, maybe that's a normal thing. Maybe that's you telling yourself like, you're uncomfortable right now. You've never done this before. You don't know how it's supposed to go. Okay? Maybe you're just not out of your comfort zone, and that is okay to be in, okay, as long as we recognize that, okay? So negative emotions are absolutely okay to come along for the ride. However, if you are not in control of them, that's where things don't go away, okay? So if you're new to this group, I talk a lot about the mindset that kind of goes along with weight loss, because mindset is what drives everything in your weight loss journey. I talk a lot about it in my Revamp Beauties transformation program. So how do you keep going with your weight loss journey when you have these negative emotions or feelings? Or maybe you're not feeling motivated, you wake up and you're like, oh, I don't want to do this. And how, do you do great things? How do you keep going when you're not feeling motivated and excited anymore? Okay, or if you ever felt that way in the beginning, okay, how do you keep going? How do you just drive forward with your fitness journey when you're not feeling motivated? Okay, so we're gonna get into this today because I see this happening with my clients. It's happened to me, and I'm sure it's experienced, you've experienced it as well, and that whoever's on this live stream, where you just felt like you have these feelings of negative emotions, and they always make you go into a place where you end up stopping, you end up quitting on yourself, you have so much self-doubt, not motivated anymore. Maybe you've never actually tried, but you don't have that motivation, and you say, well, I'm just not motivated right now to start. Okay, but secretly, you want something bigger for yourself, you want something more for your life, but maybe you're just not feeling that motivation. Maybe you're just having a really negative experience trying in your weight loss journey. Okay? So that's what we're going to discuss today, because you might have thoughts like, how do I keep going if I just ate like shit over the weekend? It was Super Bowl, it was Valentine's Day. So if you're watching this live stream at a later point, maybe you just had like a really bad weekend, you ate like crap, okay? Or how do I keep going when I keep gaining back the 5 pounds that I just lost? Or maybe you have like a freak out moment where you do really well and then you end up binging all night on something. Or you start drinking and then you end up snacking all night. All of these things come up. And we usually like try to wait for like the feel good emotion in order to take massive action. Okay? We always wait for that, like, oh, I want to feel really motivated, in order for us to actually take action. Or you wait for the scale to go down and you keep going because you're excited. Okay? You wait for that immediate gratification of all these different things in order for you to keep going. But sometimes these positive and motivating and bursts of energy, like sometimes these emotions and feelings are just not there. Okay? Honestly, like just speaking for myself, like they're not even there 50% of the time, right? It's all about expectation. Sometimes we think we're supposed to be motivated. We're supposed to feel positive all the time. But honestly, sometimes like the motivation just isn't there. Okay? So today I want to teach you to keep taking action even when you don't have that immediate gratification or immediate positive emotion, and replace it with a new emotion that we're going to be talking about today to basically have alongside of you in every situation. So the actions we need to take for weight loss can be easy. So move your body, work out, do your daily steps, make healthier food choices. Okay. Sounds simple when you put it on paper. The actions can be easy, but sometimes it doesn't feel easy. Okay? Maybe it's boring. Maybe it feels tedious. Maybe it feels discouraging. Maybe it feels really hard to take time out of your busy day with your family, your work, your kids, to do all these things. And maybe you're just not motivated. Okay? Maybe the plan seems easy, but it doesn't feel easy. Okay? But here's the expectation. You're not going to feel motivated all the time. Okay? But we always expect that if we're on this health journey, we're going to feel so motivated. Okay? Every year, every day, I'm going to feel so motivated. And for some reason, that's kind of like the high expectation that everyone has. Like, I'm going to feel so motivated. When honestly, in reality, that motivation just isn't there. Okay? So I want to offer you that expectation of it just won't be there sometimes, and that's okay. Okay, you're not going to feel motivated 100% of the time. You might only feel motivated at like one point of the year to kind of start you off, and then after that motivation disappears. Okay. However, while we don't always feel motivated or don't always feel positive, or maybe we don't always feel driven, we can always feel something else. Okay? And that feeling, that emotion is willing. That is our key word today. Willing. The willingness. Okay? The secret emotion of willingness. Okay? So, when you have a thought of, okay, I slipped up, I need to quit. I drank too much this weekend, I quit. I binged on carbs and sugar and pop and alcohol and chips and everything possible just on a Saturday. I quit. I can't keep going. Okay. Oh, I skipped my workout. Oh, the scale's not working. Not moving. Scale's not moving. I'm pissed off. Okay? when you have these type of thoughts, when you have any negative emotion, any feelings of, I can't keep going. I messed up, I can't keep going. Okay, the scale's not moving. Well, I can't keep going. The key is to not make it a problem. Don't make it a problem. Okay? Remind yourself that you are willing to do it anyway. You're willing to do the work anyway. Okay? Willingness is the new feeling, the new secret emotion we're replacing all of these negative emotions with. Okay? So be willing to do the thing even if you're not feeling motivated. Have the willingness. Okay, so I'm somebody who's been in the fitness industry for the past 10 to 12 years-ish. Okay, but guess what? I'm not motivated half the time. Okay, I'm not motivated to just wake up and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for my workout today. That isn't reality. However, I am willing to put in the work because I really want to get to my goal of being stronger. Okay? I really want to get to my goal of just having a little bit more definition in my body. I really want to get to my goal of building my endurance so I could maybe do a race or do maybe a half marathon. Okay? I am creating that willingness even though I don't feel like working out. I don't feel like tracking my food. I don't feel like measuring my food out. I don't feel like checking in with my coach every week. But I do it because I understand that it's more about the willingness to do something in order to achieve your goals than relying on the motivation, the positive energy. I am willing to do it because I'm trying to create a different life for myself than when I was eating like crap all year. Okay, than when I was just drinking all the time, bottles of wine because I just didn't give a fuck. Right? So we create this new emotion of willingness to drive our momentum forward. Okay? Whenever you feel doubt, I can't do this. Practice controlling that. And what are you controlling? You're controlling the reaction that you're having to these negative emotions. Okay? So if you have these negative emotions coming along and you have a reaction of, oh, I just need to quit, I'm so mad at myself. No. What if you have these feelings of doubt? What if you had these feelings of, okay, so I messed up, I ate really bad for 5 days straight, and what if you're like, okay, well, that happened, I'm just gonna follow my plan and keep going. Okay? So you can actually have a little bit more control when you don't let the negative emotions control you. Okay? Practicing how to control your reactions to these emotions. Okay? So I'm not saying you're not going to have negative emotions. I'm saying let the negative emotion be there and don't react to it. Just let the negative emotion be there. Ah! Messed up. Cool, I'm going to keep going with my plan. Okay? Remember, when we talk about weight loss or fitness or nutrition, we probably aren't doing it just to have a quick fix, lose weight, and then gain it back. We probably are trying to do this in order to get a healthier lifestyle. Lifestyle, aka for the rest of your life. So we always have to think long term. So if you can have these negative emotions and learn how to not react to it, and just keep going with your plan, then you're going to get way further. Okay? The power of willingness, the emotion of willingness, our new secret weapon. Okay? So, I'm going to give you an example. Maybe one day you get super mad. Maybe you're mad at one thing all day, and although you're really mad, you can still go throughout the rest of your day doing the things you need to do. Going to work, picking up the kids from school, helping them with their homework, going home and getting some work done, okay? Doing your workout. So if you became a mad person, you got mad at something, but you're still able to get through the rest of the day, you can do that with your weight loss journey and your negative emotions being there. If you have these negative emotions, you can still do the things that you're supposed to do. Follow your simple plan. Take your daily steps. Get to 10K steps per day. Okay, do your workout. eat in a calorie deficit, measure your food. You can make your simple plan simple by just doing the steps every day and having the willingness to do it anyway when we don't feel like it. We can't rely on, I have to feel like I want to do it. I have to feel like I have the motivation. We can't rely on motivation. However, we can have the willingness to do it anyway. Okay, I don't feel like waking up early to work out tomorrow. However, I am willing to do it in order to get to my goals. Okay, one other thing you can think about is maybe slowing down and spend some time thinking about why you want to implement these things in your life. Why did you want to start eating healthier in the first place? Okay, why are you willing to do these habits even when you don't feel like it? Why did you want to start working out for the rest of your life? Why did you want to start going for 30-minute walks every day? Okay. Why did you want to start implementing eating more veggies into your life? Slow down, spend some time thinking about why you wanted to implement these things. Okay? And once you know why you wanted to implement things, then you understand the willingness that you're wanting to do these things, and you're willing to do these things because of your why. Okay? Nobody's here to just get a quick fix. Everybody's here to create a healthier lifestyle. So take away the whole, I'm going to try for 2 months. I'm going to try for 3 months. No. Your lifelong plan is going to take years to accomplish, and we just continue to get better. We continue to improve. We continue to work on these things. Okay? But have the willingness to do so if you want to become a healthier you, if you want to be a better role model for the people in your life, okay, if you want to live longer. Don't let your emotions control you, okay? So when you can just pause and have those negative emotions, just have them, let them come to me, negative emotions, but have them on the side. Don't let them drive your car. Don't let them steer. Have those negative emotions, put them in the back seat, and have willing steer your car. Have the willingness, okay, drive your car. Your willingness is going to be what keeps you going. It steers you in the right path. Your negative emotions can be there, but they can be on the sideline. They can be in the back seat. Because your willingness is going to be what is going to drive you. Okay? Because remember, your thoughts create your emotion, okay, and feelings, and then they drive your actions and they create your result. Okay, so why do you want this for yourself? Why do you want that? Take a moment and think, why do you want that? Okay, when you're having a bad weekend and then you end up thinking, okay, well now I need to quit. Well, that wasn't the plan in the first place. The plan was to work on better habits for your lifestyle. And are you willing to take those actions to have that for your life? Okay, so we learn how to better control our negative emotions by learning how to react or not react to them. Okay? Reacting to our emotions is normal. It's really easy. It's like natural to just really react to all the emotions we have. But when we can practice taking bigger control and taking that control and practicing more of that mind power of, you know what, I'm not going to react to this negative emotion today. I'm not going to react. I'm just going to keep doing the things I'm supposed to be doing with my plan. I'm not going to react to the scale not going down. I'm just going to work hard, lift heavy shit, eat in a calorie deficit, and I'm going to keep going. Those negative emotions are there. However, the willingness to keep going with your simplified plan and show up for yourself, that's what's going to drive you in the right direction. Okay? That's how you're going to gain power and gain control over your life. By understanding how to not react to these emotions and just can use the power of willingness, the motion of willingness. This is our new secret weapon. We replace the negative emotions, we push it to the sideline with the emotion of willingness. Okay? And why do you want that? Well, I'm willing to do this even though I'm not motivated because I want to feel fucking strong. I'm willing to do this even though I don't feel positive about it, I don't feel energetic, I don't feel motivated, but I'm willing to go for walks every day because it helps me with my stress. Okay? I'm willing to nourish my body so I can live longer, so I can practice implementing healthier habits, okay, so I can eat better. Okay, I am willing to track my food even though I feel like it's tedious and boring because I want to learn to gain more control over my metabolism. So, our new emotion, okay, what you need to feel to lose weight in order to get on better track is to just have the will, have the willingness. Okay, take your I need to be motivated, that mindset away. Motivation is great. It's like awesome when you are motivated, which is awesome, but you're not always going to feel that way. Okay? You're not always going to feel that way. So you have to learn your controllables and your why. Why are you doing this? And are you willing to keep going and show up for yourself when everybody else is quitting? Okay? Most people quit. Are you willing to continue showing up while everybody is quitting? Are you willing to rise to the top and keep going while everybody is quitting? Okay, is that something you're willing to do? Are you willing to rise up above a lot of other people? Okay, because I know you're not a quitter. I know you want this for yourself. So let's go ahead and practice replacing that emotion. You guys got this. Anyways, if you got value from this live stream, drop a little heart below so I can see that you made it to the end. And I'm excited for your journey, you guys. And if you are really wanting to get that accountability, get your plan, and really take this journey seriously, drop me the word shred and I invite you to having a conversation. We'll hop on a call, we'll chat about it. But yeah. Hopefully that helps you guys. Have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye now.